It's big. Not so big, but it's right there. So fast. Hi, Floss. It helps to start the encoder as well. How are you doing, Floss? Oh, damn.
Take my money.
Thank you for the 5 gifted subs, Floss.
I'll be good.
Let's go.
FL0SK88 gifted a tier 1 sub to Martin_Fossbender.
Hell yeah.
A few moments later. I'll be good.
Thank you so much, Floss. I appreciate that.
I'll be good.
We're going looking for mushrooms, but I'm not really sure where's the best place here. So just gonna try a few places. The first stop is probably gonna be we'll stop down by you know that local shelter that is down here. I think we'll stop down there and take a look. And today I'm using a different chat app as well, so it'll be interesting to see how that goes. But I have a few places in mind. Ooh, some pulling team here. I wonder where they're going, if they're just going back home. Maybe. You don't like mushrooms? I'm not planning on eating them. I just want to see if we can find different kinds of mushrooms. In all fairness, it was the girlfriend who inspired me to do so. So we gotta find some cool mushrooms. I think, like, theoretically speaking, there should be good chances out here, just because it's like a natural forest. Like, they're leaving old logs to decay and stuff. And if you want to find mushrooms, you gotta go look for stuff that's decaying. So, like, looking here first, and then maybe if there's not much around this forest, we could go elsewhere. But we gotta start somewhere. And like, this is one of the few places I can think of where there's also a decent signal, so. I'm actually thinking if we should go straight for, if we turn right down, so we continue on this road and then turn to the right. A bit down the road there's a forest that used to have a geocache in it, but it doesn't have it anymore. I wonder if that would be a good spot as well. Yeah, don't touch that one. It's probably a good idea. You know what? Let's just stop here first and then walk up through the forest and see what we can spot. Although it might be a short stop because this forest here is like very much on a steep hill. And there's nothing wrong with it being a steep hill, it's just, I don't know if I can walk up steep hills today. Interesting. Hey kitty in the window. We have arrived shortly. Hope you're doing good, kitty. We're wearing the boots today because we had a lot of rain the last few days. Well, yesterday it rained a lot. I don't know. I feel like it rained a lot the last week. Like since the last stream, I feel like it's just been raining. Don't mind my pants, they look dirty, but they probably aren't. They were washed and they've been sitting in the closet for ages, so they might be dusty. Ablon box, mushrooms for soup or just mushrooms, just mushrooms, natural mushrooms. Nothing for any particular activities other than just looking for mushrooms. I'm wondering if I should bring the camera bag. Although there's nothing in that camera bag apart from another lens. Hey Daxia. It's the first day of vacation for you guys? Oh nice. Very nice. I wonder if my screen will stay on with this app. We'll find out. Find out next time. And this has apparently become a construction site since last time. Got a big hurricane coming. Yikes. Hopefully you guys stay safe. Maybe just that rain. Nothing else really. Maybe a bit of wind. What's on those reels? So usually when it's the orange, it's fiber. So I believe it's fiber optics for internet. You stay safe, kitty. Not sure why. I mean, I don't think they would pull fiber optics through here. That makes no sense. They'd do it along the road, if anything. No, I think it's just using that area as storage, really. Won't hit Chicago? Oh, okay. Do we know anyone in Florida? I think we do. I think we know a few people in Florida. Hey, Evo Kim. Yeah, it's been a while. Now we out and about. See if we can find some mushrooms. And like, there's no particular mushrooms we're looking for. It's just any mushroom in general will do. I'm just curious to see if there is anything out here. The chances should be good, right? And this might not be the place. I don't see any right now. But we shall continue. Actually, I do see something that looks like mushrooms right there. I don't know if you guys can actually see that. Let me try and show you close up. That's some kind of mushroom. For soup. I don't know enough about mushrooms to even start telling you what's safe to eat and what's not safe to eat, so I'm not going to even try and attempt to say we could do that. Yeah, these here are some kind of mushroom. I'm not sure what kind of mushrooms they are though. But yeah, because we had a lot of rain and today is pretty decent weather, it should be ideal mushroom weather. So I'm gonna show you guys close up, and then I'm gonna take a picture of it, and then I can share the pictures later, right? Thank you for the 28 bits. Does it not read the text anymore? I guess not. What did the mushrooms sing when they won the closed cup? We are the champions. Ho ho ho. Good one, Flask. We're recording. I just want to take photo. That is all. This lens is not great for this, but hey. Right, let's go further. I know we'll go back on the path. Oh, there's actually another one right there. It's just a single standing mushroom right there. Let's see if we can get a photo of that. I want to see if I can find a lot of those though, so they're not just one. Oops, that's a blurry one. Can you pinpoint focus, please? Nope, you won't focus on this one mushroom. There we go. Just a one single mushroom. It's funny because when you're just walking you don't see them, but then you stop and look for a second and then there's actually a few of them. Nice. So already two types of mushrooms. Cancel that focus. Turn off the camera. Can you see the photo? I can't really show it on this, but later I can put the photos in Discord. I wish I had the strap so the camera attached. Just gonna have to put it down. Look at these guys. Someone ate a chunk out of one of them. But yeah, if I could show you live through the other camera I would, but I can't right now. What kind of mushroom is that? I have no idea. I can't remember any of the mushroom names. Well, already, I think these two are probably related. In some sense, some capacity. And yeah, it probably looks like I'm taking photos from super far away, but this is a pretty hefty lens. Or objective, whatever you want to call it. Mushroom, mushroom, mushroom. Look at the reflection down here. It's very nice. How you doing, Mr. Pike? I want to go up because this is a big. So this entire hillside here, this forest here, is just left to do its own bidding. Of course, if there's a tree that obstructs the path, they'll chop that tree in half and move the part that's on the path. But they generally try to leave the trees that have fallen, or the logs, whatever you want to call it, so that they can decay on their own. If we can find some good decaying wood, we can probably find some mushrooms nearby as well. I mean, something like this, but brand new rather than freshly lying down. It's probably been standing there for a while and just finally tipped over. There's also someone who has a what do you call them? Checkpoint race, whatever they call them. Sheesh. Oh, that's annoying. We're not going to be climbing this hill because there ain't no way I'm going to be able to do that. You're still a little under the weather, same thing with the bike, same thing here. I've been sick for like, I don't know. I got back home, I did the one stream, and then the day after I was pretty much sick. Which is also why I'm taking it a bit easy today. Normally I'd be like, yeah, let's go up this hillside here. Steep as hell. But not today. I mean, it's gotten a lot better. The first few days I barely even left my bed. Let's do the naughty stuff here. See, there's lots of small branches around. Big tree here. A big tree like that would be perfect for some kinds of mushrooms. Oh, you even see there's actually big chunks, these big black mushrooms right here. They've even started to be eaten out by some kind of tree insects or whatever. No, some of them looks like they've fallen off. Look at that. Look at how it has like veins going downwards. It's like the underside of the mushroom. It's crazy how black they are. It looks like they're like really black. I shouldn't have picked that up, because now I'm gonna have the issue of like, do I have spores on my hand? Rub it off on this tree real quick. Remember to sanitize the camera when I get back home. A bit surprised with how dark these mushrooms are. Are you guys still with me, or did I enter a pocket of like no reception? Because that's also a possibility of something that's gonna happen today. Ooh, look at these. I actually stepped on some of them. So there's these small brown ones. They probably blend in really well with the forest floor here, but they have like a gradient of like very brown to less brown or lighter brown. We are here. Nice. I'm gonna put the camera down for a second so I can show you guys up close. So there's two different.
See how you are. You say that you're fine, and you're really fine. You just can't get into it because they would.
That is so loud. Yeah, there's these brown mushrooms here, different sizes and colors, whatnot. And then there's these more grey ones that look like they've got. What do you call it? It looks like they've started going wrinkly on the top as well. Mushroom, mushroom, mushroom. If we're lucky, we might find some really colourful mushrooms too. See if I can get a good photo of some of these. These big black mushrooms are really hard to like. The ones that have just fallen off and lying on the ground here, are really hard to do anything about them. Where is these mushrooms in my viewfinder here? There is that one. Cool. Mushrooms. I'm almost certain that how black that is does not show up on camera, right? Because that is incredibly dark. See, is there anything else here? Excuse me. Almost like Vanta Black, yeah. Kinda. Although Vanta Black is like a next level black, right? Maybe there's some mushrooms up at the top. Mushrooms, mushrooms, mushrooms. When I was a child, we had a little forest near where I lived. It wasn't really a forest, it was more like a grove or like a little gathering of trees, right? But there were always these puffballs of like mushrooms that if you'd kick them, that they'd like let out a bunch of spores. There were also some really colourful mushrooms there. At least I think they were mushrooms, but now looking back, they might actually not have been. Hi fam. Right now we're at Vissenbjerg Forest. I know there's also probably mushrooms in Svanninge Bakker down by Svendborg. And like this might not even be a good place to look for mushrooms just because we're on a hill, a very rocky terrain. So most of the mushrooms we'd find here is probably mostly for rotting wood and in that area. So there's another place that I want to check that's nearby. I think we could probably walk there. We could do that. I don't think there's any big fancy mushrooms out here. There probably are if we keep looking far and wide enough. Danish name for the black mushroom, Ausmitted tops. English name is Bulgaria inquanis. Until today, you never knew mushrooms could be so black. That's so neat. It's really cool. I actually didn't really realize that either. I've already seen them grow on trees. Like on this tree, for example, is rotting away. So there's always on like tree stumps and whatnot. Or maybe it's not rotting away, but some of it is. But yeah, on trees like this, you'll always have these odd Yeah, there's one right here. Two actually. I just ripped one off. But these white mushrooms that grow like a little roof out on the side. It's always been many of those. Let's go for a little walk. But it has tons of antioxidants. Cool. Common mushroom that grows frequently in Denmark and can be used to dye yarn, where it gives a nice brown color, referred to as edible, but it's not considered delicious due to among consistency. Oh, that's interesting. I always thought the consistency of mushrooms in general were a bit odd. But like, I tried one dish, if not a few dishes, with my girlfriend that has mushroom in it, and they were actually pretty good. Still dragonflies out and about, that's cool. Some pretty big ones too. I wish when they put up signs like this that they'd put up one with some English language on it too. I could translate it, but it's really bad. Use them for brown dye. I know the yellow flowers we have during the summer, they use those for yellow dye. Well, they used to. They probably don't anymore. It's probably not worth the effort. It's an old tree we just walked past. Very old. So the trees have actually been shedding their leaves for a while now. And it's been because it was so dry at one point. They started shedding a lot of leaves. And now it's starting to get cold. Don't taste of anything, but you don't like the consistency. Yeah, I mean, the dish we made with mushrooms were pretty good. It tasted really nice. I say we, she made. Oh, look at this. It's a big chunk of rotten decay here. These are some kinds of mushrooms. Can't put my camera down without it tumbling over. Look at these small ones. That could look like some kind of mushroom, but I'm not sure. Maybe not. Maybe they're just small bushes. They're slowly coming out. Small sprouts. There are some mushrooms here though. I need more. I'm doing alright. It's like mushroom is cilantro. People usually either love them or do not care for them at all. I think there's a lot of foods that are like that. But also, I don't know, after my recent experiences with food, I feel like there's a lot of foods where we learn that we don't like them, and then we kind of don't ever try them again. But if you try them again, you might actually find out that you don't hate them. I'm going to take a picture of these because I don't know what they are. Maybe we've discovered a new kind of fungus. How you doing, Nemor? There's a snail on this tree here. Sorry about the sniffling. I don't want to wipe my hands across my face now that I've touched, like after touching that mushroom before. I don't want to do that, even if it is edible. But yeah, fun fact guys, and I think Flosk demonstrated it earlier today when we started the stream. We are still in September, so there's still a bit of a discount if you want to subscribe, and if you want to gift subscribers there's also a discount, so it's definitely worth it. In my opinion, you get some cool emotes for a month if you don't want to continue the subscription afterwards, but you could get it now for a discount. We'll see if we can find more mushrooms. We're going to go straight across the street here. Where are you at? Right now we're in Vissenbjerg. The old forest. I'm looking for mushrooms. I know we won't find mushrooms right here, but well, we might. Just gotta keep your eyes peeled. Until Friday. Yup. Last bit of the month. Oh, part of me is like tempted to start walking up the hill, but I don't know, I just feel like that's not going to be a good idea. Ooh, what's down here? Some of the mushrooms might also just be hiding beneath some leaves. Hi Sonoma. Saturday is your happy husband and you were married for 11 years. Hell yeah. Yeah, we write it the first 10th 11. Or year, month, day. Depends. But usually it's probably day, month, year. Is this like a ping pong ball? It looks like a... oh, it's actually an eggshell. It's a pretty small eggshell. I feel like it's too late in the season for hatchlings now. Might be wrong, maybe they're getting ready for winter. I don't know if it looks like I'm pointing the camera into the ground, but we're standing at a... I mean, it's not that steep, but it's... I wouldn't want to walk up this. This is like, I think maybe, I don't know, 30 degree incline, maybe? Yeah, the 1st of October. But yeah, in case you missed it guys, we're out here looking for mushrooms. I didn't see any single one mushroom down here. But a lot of the mushrooms here are actually very well camouflaged. As I say that, I spot one right there. And like they have the same color as the forest floor here. So they don't stand out like sore thumbs. I see a bunch of them down there now. So all I needed to do was just lean down for a second, I guess. But these ones look kind of similar to the ones we found earlier. That's a big one though. It's like turned sideways too, so we could get a nice look at the underside. If my camera will focus on it. Also rained yesterday, didn't go to the gym, so you had to do that today. You can't really be bothered, but you kind of have to. You could do it high farm, I believe. I believe in you. I believe in you. See if we can find some more colourful mushrooms though. I think if we go to the opposite side of the road there might be some. So yeah, what have you guys been up to? It is Wednesday today? Yeah, Wednesday today. So it's the last day of vacation. I would have streamed a bit more if I hadn't been sick all the time. But I guess it's a good thing to get that out of my system before going back to work. Also, you have a award show called Best of Ones, the venue Kansas City, where we've nominated Stage of the Year. Nice. That's awesome. That's very cool. Let me think. I think we might have to go a bit up the hill. Yeah, we can cross now. Just a single car coming. I think also this is one of the points where there might be some bad connection. I think we can go this way. Let's try it. The usual stuff. Gotta keep going. Green bins here, you use for paper. If you just put a sign on it that says to recycling. It's big, not so big, but it's right there. So fast. Snake. But as far as I know, they don't really bite, but they Hi.
Hi.
Mushrooms, mushrooms. Can we find some mushrooms? Thank you for that follow. Oh, how do I read your name? Destructs. Destructs. Welcome in. Thank you so much for following. I'll turn the sounds up a bit again. Oh, we could also have gone to the marshes of Ibu. Or the swamp, or whatever you want to call it. Although, I don't know how many mushrooms you'd find in a swamp. It's big. Not so big, but it's right there. So fast. Snake. But as far as I know, they don't really bite. But they... got into the forest. We found the upside down, I guess. Either. Sometimes you just... Yeah, it's a cute little bridge here. It's like a cute little creek. I don't know. Looks like nothing. That's very swampy. It looks like sand, but it's definitely something else beneath it. Let's keep going. It's really pretty in there, yeah. It's just the full view of it. Keep an eye out for mushrooms as we go. It's big. Not so big, but He's right there. So fast. Snake. But as far as I know, they don't really. Just, I mean, we're in the middle of a forest. Tough area, yeah. Tough crowd out here. Hopefully it gets better. Or at least more stable. I love this mossy tree though, that's cool. It's big. Not so big, but it's right there. So fast. Snake. But as far as I know, they don't really bite. But they... What the fuck, dude? It's fucking crazy, man. Yeah, it's flowing around the side now.
It's come dirty.
Yeah. So we're just talking about, I'm streaming live on a platform on the internet.
Yes.
And we're just talking about how, like, if we were to take the River Nile and build like a dam, how that would change everything for everyone living down the river.
Good. Goodbye.
Bye. Build a longer wall. Oh, that fly just died. Oh, no. No! Get off my food, bitch. It landed on my food. At least that's what it kind of feels like. It feels like after the last few we had, it kind of died down a lot. So it's probably moved slightly north.
Miss Ellen asks, says I missed the show D.
I saw that one on the edge of my eye. I was like, fuck, I didn't catch that one with the camera. Fuck. I have a few, I don't know if it's highlights or if it's, I have screenshots, that's for sure, of the other bridge where we're standing on the middle, looking down. Tell him you died for real. Oh god. Oh god. And now my nose is running, which is great. There we go. Let me just do something real quick. It's big. Not so big, but it's right there. So fast. Oh, there we go. Alcatraz. Got a cold? Yeah, I've been sick for the last 4 or 5 days, I think. So it's hopefully starting to come back, but we're struggling with signal right now. But yeah, today, first time out since last stream, really. You're gonna hurry up and take some pictures of this, these mushrooms here. Some of them looks like small dicks growing on a branch. Yes, you heard it. Or they could even look like, you know, those parasites in Half-Life that grow on people's heads. Ouch! That one was prickly. A prickly little bitch. Forest looks so pretty. It's kind of interesting how green everything still is. I thought everything would have started to turn orange already, but yeah, it's actually really nice out here. Small dicks growing, yeah, small dicks growing on trees. Is some mushrooms on that old rotted tree stump. Not stump even, just trunk, tree trunk. And there's like, yeah. Well, look at that. This guy's out late. A small scarab beetle looking thing that's not a scarab. Hiding on the ground here. See if we can take a photo of that. Lots of mushrooms today. We found a few different types. I think we found 4 or 5 different species of mushrooms so far. But some of them are hard to show because they blend in with the forest floor really well. I'm kind of just strolling through. I want to see if we can find some really cool looking ones though. Having some boots or hiking trainers. So I'm walking with my boots today because it's been so moist and we're not walking on roads most of the time. So I have boots on. These boots are waterproof. Oh, my pants have come outside, that's cool. But yeah, the boots are waterproof. Or water repellent, I should say. They're not proof. That's a different type of mushroom too. Let's see if I can get a photo of that. It's like a white muddier today. Yeah, it's been raining for the past few days. So while I've been at home sick, it's been raining outside. And then today it cleared up. I actually wanted to go outside yesterday, but it was raining like crazy. Ooh, I got spider webs in my face. I think we're more stable on the internet connection again, which is nice. But it's definitely damp in the forests. Excuse me. Which also means it's ideal conditions for mushrooms. Mushrooms. My girlfriend got me hooked on the idea of going out and looking for a few mushrooms. See if we can find some pretty ones. Hi Stina. So yeah, so far today we found brown mushrooms, less brown mushrooms, some really black mushrooms, and that's about it. If I knew the species, I'd let you guys know. I know Flusk informed me. Did she come along though? No. I mean, it'd be appreciated if she took 2.5 hour journey to get to me just to go a mushroom hunt. But I think it's also a bit overkill. In all fairness, she was on a mushroom hunt earlier today, so they found some cool mushrooms. Does the girlfriend live far away? Yeah, I have to cross over to the Devil's Island when I go visit. I even have to like touch the edge of Copenhagen. Oh. It's not that bad. Traffic seems to be flowing nicely every time I've gone, so I think it was only on the way home last time it was really bad. But honestly, Zealand is not that bad. It's interesting how everything is within arm's reach on Zealand, and then you get back here and it's like, oh, you want to go for fast food or something? Oh, well, you have to drive like at least 15 or 20 minutes to an hour. I mean, last time I went I had my passport with me, so, but last time I went we also went to Greece. It's a good trip. Hi Big Dave, hi Monkey Bananas. Is that a mushroom or a rock? It's a rock. Should we try and go somewhere else but a bit off bounds maybe? It'll be a bit of a walk along the street. Or the road I should say. Although how far are we to making it to the top? Oh, there's a bunch of small mushrooms here. These kind of look similar to the ones I found earlier. Yeah, same Monkey Bananas really at the moment. Eat them? I don't want to eat these. These are the ones I refer to as small dicks that are growing, because they kind of look like small dick tips. Random shroom eating. I mean, that would be one hell of a stream, right? If we found something that is actually really bad for you. I don't think we have that many psychedelic mushrooms in Denmark. I think maybe 1 or 2 species. Glance, yeah, more salt, hello. Find red, white one, you recommend to eat it? Sure. I think if there was a sheep pasture, we would be able to find some slightly more psychedelic mushrooms near that. Don't ask me why I know. I didn't know. So my mom's ex-husband dabbled in a lot of shit in his youth, and he had a lot of stories that he told. One of which were the stories when they'd found some mushrooms out on a sheep pasture out near Otterup, and they'd taken these mushrooms home, they'd dried them, and then they tried eating them. And one of his friends kept like trying to sit down on the couch, and he kept trying, and eventually they asked him like, why do you keep getting up and sitting down on the couch? And his friend replied, I don't know, I keep sitting down, but I'm hovering. I'm not sitting on the couch. It feels like I'm hovering like 20 centimeters above the couch. That's the story he told. They apparently thought that was very funny. But yeah, who knows what kind of mushrooms they found. See, maybe we'll be lucky up here. We gotta go this way anyways. We could take a shortcut down or something. Still have any berries to pick here? I saw there was a guy picking raspberries earlier when we were walking past him. So there's still some berries growing on trees around. Well, they're not growing anymore probably, they're just still hanging out. Oh my. But I haven't seen any berries nearby. Not recently, at least. I think I might know where we have some mushrooms nearby. There's some old tree stumps along this way here. Well, I'm actually mostly curious to see if we can find some really colourful mushrooms. So far we haven't had any luck with that at all. What's beyond the fence on your left? So this entire enclosure here, or property I should say, is a terrarium. So they have, I believe they have a crocodile in there, as well as a few snakes, spiders, turtles, tortoises. We've never been there with stream, but I've been there a few times before they rebuilt. I think at some point, well, last time I went there, I think they had like a 7 meters long snake as well. Big snake. Big snake. Do 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 do. That's what she said. mean, if you find someone with a 7 meters long snake, then yeah, you bet it's a big snake. So there's a little story around these woods here as well. At least some parts of these woods. I think we've talked about on stream before. But it used to be some, we call it Vissenbjergerne in Danish, but it was basically highwaymen who would hide in the forest to avoid the local law enforcement, or the law enforcement of the country back then. And they would rob people who were traveling the roads. They say some people who live here to this day are still descendants from those lovely people. So some of the things you see here, the wood carvings and whatnot, are actually commemorations of those stories. I haven't really been told the stories, but my granddad keeps joking with that he's a descendant of the robbers. Not robbers, but what do you call them? The highwaymen. Naughty boys. I was hoping there would be some mushrooms up here, but I don't see any. But yeah, this is where we have this insane view as well. So if you're wondering why I'm out of breath, it's because we've been walking uphill this entire time. This is the view from up here. It's nothing massive, but it's kind of cool. Like, this is probably one of my favorite places in Denmark. Robin Hood? No, I don't think they were stealing from the rich to give to the poor. I think they were just stealing to stay alive. And like, one could imagine how difficult it would have been to get up here, especially if you had no business in these woods. But yeah, there's definitely no mushrooms up here. All of this is rocky soil. I'm just going this way because it's easier for me on the way down. Excuse me. Hey.
Hi.
Oh my god, it's a hill. Hi, Misty. Yeah, it's a small little hill here in Denmark. Leftovers by, I mean, this top here is probably from a bit of construction. Like, there's no way you ever get a. Oh, there's a little squirrel down there. What is he chasing? Is he chasing something, or is he just running away? It's a black squirrel. They're super fluffy, them squirrels. He's climbing up the tree though. Oh yeah, there he goes. As Bob Ross would say, tiny little rascal. Now he's always almost at the top. He's still going. Looks man-made. Yeah, this side here looks man-made, but it's probably because it was dug out for the sports facility here. And this hill down here is more what it would look like naturally. Even though it's hard to tell on camera because everything turns super flat on camera, you don't really get the same feel of depth. Field of death. Depth. Not death. But yeah, a lot of this is remnants from the last ice age. So the ice sheets would have come all the way down over parts of Denmark, and as the ice retreated and the water melted, or the ice melted, all the water would make channels in the ground, and whatever sediments and sands and rocks that were picked up by the ice sheets as they pushed down from the north is also what we see with all the big rocks and whatnot we find around, is basically from remnants from the Ice Age. Looks steeper to your right, like a cliff edge. I think it's just because it is steeper on the right, and the reason why it's steeper is probably because of the construction that was here some years ago. And by some years ago I mean probably like 50 or 60 years ago. I also play mini golf down here. I've ridden down on the mountain bike once here, and that was scary. Soccer practice. Sheesh. Just a bit of a recap as to what just happened there. The coach is like, you gotta pass it precisely. And the kid just responds, that was precise enough. And then the coach just screams at him like, shut the fuck up. I honestly thought that didn't exist in Denmark anymore, that kind of speech between children and adults in the public setting. Sassy pants. Oh yeah, I saw that flask. I think it has to do with money, but that's just me. When they revoke those titles, they probably also revoke a substantial amount of money that they get every month. Sassy pants, yeah. I think the kids are pushing to play an actual training football match instead of doing all the practice stuff. Coach is like, no, not yet. You know, we've been following the blue arrow so far. Let's keep following the blue arrow. This is steep downhill though. I don't know, I think that the thing that got me the most about that interaction with the coach is probably just the fact that that's not teaching the child respect at all. That's teaching the child that it's okay to yell if you don't get it the way you want it to be. At least that's my observation from that. I might be wrong. I've never raised a child, so I don't know. He gets 315,000 Danish every month. Every month. He probably doesn't even have to pay taxes on that, right? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, and if the kid is like, oh yeah, I think that's precise enough. I mean, that's a fair observation. If you think your pass was precise enough, and like it wasn't meant in a joking way. If you have that observation as a kid, and the coach means otherwise, shouldn't it be the coach's duty, or like, isn't it their job to point out how it could have been done more precisely then? Or demonstrated? I don't know. Maybe they need a snack. I could use a snack. Could also use a drink. Maybe we go by, I gotta check my card first, but maybe we go by a grocery store and pick up. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. There needs to be a Prince Cosmo. I don't think we would want to have a Prince Cosmo. I don't think I am able to be royal. I wonder if, I mean, it probably would never be allowed, but like, imagine if you had some of the royalty being IRL streamers. That would be something. Being royal seems mostly easy. I don't know. There's probably a lot of duty and responsibilities that we don't know about, that we don't really see. You know, there's a lot of rainfall when you have a chute like that for water going down what is essentially a big pile of dirt. Do, 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 do. How many of you, if you're walking up like a really steep hill or walking down a really steep hill, go in zigzags, like go from the left to the right, just to, what do you call it, like mellow out the climb or the descent? The main job is to not be a total ass and get the people to revolt against you. Or like avoid people revolting. I mean, I think that's easier said than done, and especially in the way that most people are. Like, there's no way you can ever get everyone to like you, right? There'll always be some people who just don't like you out of principle. It's like, oh yeah, these guys like you, so we hate you. Okay, fair enough. One way us. Take it straight on usually. You'll go, when you go up you'll do this, not downhill. Okay. It's nice doing it downhill sometimes too though. Depending on your shoe wear. There was a place in on Zakynthos. What was it called? It's a beach that has sulfur springs. Or like sulfur springs near the beach, so the water stinks. But like going down to that beach is really steep, and then going back up. So it's like you really get a workout from going up and down. That's one of the places I'd probably do it up. And 80% of the Danish population is in favor of the royal family. Yeah. Oh yeah, speaking of berries, you have some berries here, these white ones. These white ones are poisonous. You don't want to eat those. Toxic. Very, very bad to eat. That's why they're also still here, is because the birds don't want them either. Yeah, we gotta avoid those. I know every now and then there's also some red berries around that are also not great. See, these ones, I'm not sure. They look like red blackberries. They could even be blue. Like they're obviously not blueberries or anything like that, but the fact that they're still hanging on the branches just makes me feel like these are probably no good to eat. When you are under the weather, increase your garlic intake. We're cooking mushroom and sausage tonight. I'm not sure if we'll be cooking tonight on stream. I'm honestly not sure when we'll be cooking, like when next time we'll be cooking on stream. We could probably do something next week, maybe. Maybe. I'll have to figure out the timing on everything. But I mean, we could definitely figure something out. Mushroom and sausage sounds yummy. I'm even trying to think what kind of dishes I would make on stream. But like coming up with dishes to make in general is tricky, I feel. Without it always just being the same. Do you like sweet potatoes? I do like sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are nice. Ooh, that was a big fish here. Just as I stepped on, something swam away. Some guy's out fly fishing. Hey Roman. There's not much wrong with sausage every time. I don't know, it gets kind of... Doesn't it get boring? I feel like it might end up getting pretty boring. Share a recipe, sweet potato hash and egg recipe in Discord. Okay, cool, thank you. I've never really been a huge fan of eggs. But I mean, gotta try stuff out before I could rule it out, right? If you eat the same type of sausage, maybe, but there are many types, that's true. I guess there's many different ways of like preparing these sausages as well. I know as children you used to cut them into like small bits and then like give them a cross on each end, and then you would put them in frying oil and they'd like expand and become small like Czech hedgehogs looking sausages. You don't like a krushka? It's better to eat olive. I mean, the royal houses are mostly a political... Well, not really, because they're not allowed to engage in politics. But they're used as a symbolic political institution, right? Like when you invite a head of state to the country and they go visit the Queen, that's a huge honor. The same thing as being invited to the US to go visit the president is an honor. Influential mainly. Yeah, and they also have certain key values that they're pushing. Come on, put you guys in the car. Jeez. We're now with the Royal Lemur, yeah. The one and only King Lemur Julian. I guess that would be why it would be Prince Cosmo. We haven't been streaming for that long, but I'm already feeling super tired. I'm just thinking. Nice. I'm just gonna switch you guys on the B&B scene for a second. It's big, not so big, but it's right there. So fast. Snake. But as far as I know, they don't really bite. But they... What the fuck, dude? It's crazy how bad the signal has been for a while now. Oh well. Oh well. Yeah, I think so as well. It's just first time actually moving around and about after I've been really sick as well. I don't know, I also feel like I've lost a lot of weight, but that's probably more psychological than anything. But that's a possibility. How loud is TTS on this thing?
Speech enabled.
We'll find out.
SK88 said TTS is not loud enough.
I mean, I can hear it. I just had it turned off. It speaks very fast now though.
'72 said I can hear TTS loud enough.
Same. It's talking like this all the time though. It's kind of crazy.
SK88 said speaks too fast though.
It's very fast. We all have to talk like this all the time now. That one.
FL0SK88 said TTS EU high. ITSB1GDAV3 said to canoe wiggle to canoe wiggle to canoe wiggle. Jingle Julian said scene switch to low bitrate BELABOX 74 1430 milliseconds. J Andrews 72 said TTS has taken some good drugs and lots of coffee. FL0SK88 said Julian, how are you today? Jingle Julian said I am not currently experiencing any issues at the moment.
That's a huge lie. The bitrate is experiencing issues here, which is not normal.
Julian said scene switch to live BELABOX 616 761 milliseconds. 106 103 milliseconds. Julian said scene switch to live BELABOX 935 52 milliseconds. Kitty Intuendo said ha 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 I love coffee Yumi why FL0SK88 said Julian, do you like coffee? Jingle No Julian said I do. I like coffee with cream and sugar in my coffee.
Nice. Cream and sugar. I haven't had coffee. I don't think I've had coffee in a month now. Well, it's not
said come
true.
join the Prometheus Discord at discord.gg.
Last time I had coffee was on my girlfriend's birthday. It's a green light for me. Oh yeah. yeah, it's almost dinner time. That's why I'm hungry. I guess that's the plan then. Is that I also have to make sure I get ready before tomorrow. It's not really that much to prepare, but ooh, look at that sky. We've been walking around in the forest. I haven't even seen what the sky looks like in a while. Is the signal behaving? I think it might not be. We'll see. As long as it's not jumping back and forth between bad and good. See, here's some of the trees that started turning orange. Orange.
72 said I last had coffee exactly 23 minutes ago. It was a large coffee and I had it with milk but no sugar.
It's crazy how fast the TTS is. I don't even know if I can fix that. Maybe that's better. Try it now. See if it's still like super fast talking all the time.
0SK88 said I lost connection to chat.
Oh wow. Maybe it's just the internet on the island in general today that's struggling. I'm honestly surprised.
Andrew 72 said now this is better speed.
Yeah, this is more understandable as well. I'm honestly surprised. So there's, I don't know how much you guys have been following in the news, but there's been some alleged sabotage to Nord Stream 1 and 2 in the ocean, or in the Baltic Sea, just outside of Bornholm. Or it's in the international waters, but it's very close to the Danish waters or sea. But I'm honestly surprised because they're sabotaging that, allegedly. The next thing we'll probably, or could imagine, is the sabotaging of internet connections in the ocean as well. I mean, it is a critical point of infrastructure for
Infuendo
communication.
said oh man.
But yeah, it's like it's an interesting sabotage because one of the pipelines.
SB1GDAV3 said it looks like the sea is boiling.
Yeah. So
Martin _ Fossbender said oi Cosmo Cosmoj 4 hype.
Hey Martin. So one of the what do you call it? One of the pipelines has never been in use because it was never approved this winter. Like they finished construction and were just about to approve it. So these pipelines are basically gas pipelines from Russia to Germany. And one of them were never put into production or into use, and the other one was shut down, so the pressure in it is not really that high, and now they're choosing to sabotage them. And like, you could argue whether it's, I mean, it could be completely fucked up and insane timing. I don't think they have the resources for it. Maybe they do, but like climate activists, or the people who are busy running around puncturing tires or flat, like letting out air of tires and whatnot on big SUVs. But it's also, they allege that maybe Russia is behind, maybe Ukraine, who knows. I don't know, I found it, it's quite interesting and worrisome at the same time that they've started moving some of those complications closer to, yeah, closer to us really. You guys want to come with me to Orb real quick, and then we can end the stream there. I think what I'll end up doing is
L0SK88 said under the Baltic Sea, the lines lie at an average depth of 80 meters, but reach down to 210 meters east of Gotland in Sweden, which is approximately halfway on the route.
that's interesting.
__ Fossbender said FL0SK88 thanks for the sub made less than.
80 meters is not even that deep. Well, I suppose that's also what they were trying to do, is make sure that the pipeline is in places where it's probably possible to maintain it in case it was needed. But yeah, as far as I could understand on the whole situation, it would be about maybe a whole week before they can even start investigating it because of the remnants of gas in the pipeline. Let's see if we can find a way to Orb. Who knows what signal it's like out here? But yeah, Floss came in with 5 gifted subs at the beginning of the stream. I appreciate that.
The money don't jiggle jiggle, it folds. I like to see you wiggle wiggle.
FL0SK88 said I don't think the climate elite. Expert says.
I mean,
Kingle Julian said scene switch to low bid 471 milliseconds.
should come back. We biked this way before, so I know there's signal here.
Julian said scene switch to live BELABOX 903 53 milliseconds.
From what I understood, they measured it to 2.2 or something like that on the Richter scale. So it was pretty large explosives that were used, which is also why I'm doubting.
Mouseclick said cool shrooms sounds illegal equals.
Yeah, we didn't find any illegal shrooms. We only found the natural kind.
L0SK88 said 2.3 on Richter scale.
Yeah, 2.3 on a Richter scale. So they said it was the equivalent of a small bomb, not a small bomb, a large bomb from the World War II era. That would have been utilized for these.
Andrew72 said when you were on your bike your phone was outside. Inside the car is up to 10x less signal. Snoopy Mouseclick said are already on the way back.
Yeah,
Kitty Infuendo said all of the mushrooms behaved themselves.
We started headed back. I'm feeling pretty tired. I've also just been sick for a few days, so taking it a bit easy and not spending too much time in the cold. It's 12 degrees outside, so it's not super cold, and I'm not feeling cold. But another good way of getting sick is by being hot and sweaty while being out in low temperatures. So I'm also got to be a bit wary of that. And then it's also about dinner time, so there won't be any cooking on stream today, but we'll probably do some cooking in the near future, maybe next week even. We just got to figure out what we want to make on stream.
Infuendo said maybe some hot tea later if you are a tea person.
I usually don't really drink tea, but I mean it's a possibility. I usually drink soda, lots and lots of soda. Maybe if I find some, we could do some hot chocolate. That would be nice.
Big Sonoma said I have tea once in a while. J. Andrews 72 said orange juice is good.
Ooh.
Kitty Infuendo said oh brother lol.
I actually quite like apple juice more than I like orange juice. But there's so many different good juices out there too. Honey that has been fermented is also good juice. But it's not super healthy. I don't think you call it a juice. The prices on the petrol has gone up again. It's a good thing I refueled yesterday then. It's gone up 10 cents or 10 euro. Yeah, let's go this way.
Infuendo said just like with so many things in the US, they put way too much sugar in the OJ here.
Aw. I actually don't know how much they put in it here. I haven't checked. But sometimes it could probably be interesting to look at how many calories is actually in the things you ingest. Because some things where you're like, oh, I can't be that bad, and then it's actually the worst ones. Like the chili cheddar sausages, right? I think I get one package of, what was it, when we were out walking with our biker, and we had the chili cheddar sausages, like one of those packages was, I don't know, double of the calories we burned on that walk or something. It was crazy, it was a lot of calories. Oh yeah, it's the weekdays. I keep thinking it's the weekend, and I was like, why are all the stores still open? They usually close early in the weekends, but it's not the weekend.
FL0SK88 said oh, apropos the royal thingy. Back in 2016 it was decided that only Prince Christian would get money when he turns 18. Rest of the kids in the royal family would have to earn their own money when they turn 18. Prince Nikolai already do that with his model jobs.
Ah, okay. So it has nothing to do with the money. Alright. I was just like, I mean, it made sense if they were revoking titles, that it has to do with monetary things. Because usually with a title there's also some sort of money, but not in Denmark apparently. Oh, look at this lovely car right in front of us. Wrong color, but I want to see if I can make a fool of myself by reversing. Fuck it, we'll try. Nice. So yeah, I'm using a new chat app, which means I don't have any easy way of finding people to raid. I don't think so, at least. I see a lot of lovely people still hanging out, so I also want to send a lot of lovely people to the next person. So I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna see who we can raid. But yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out for this.
FL0SK88 said so since 2016 it has only been
stream.
the Queen, Crown Prince Frederick, Prince Joachim and Prince Christian who have got money. Prince Christian is not 18 yet, so when he turns 18, you know. Text to speech disabled.
Whoops. But yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out. I'm not sure when next stream will be, probably next week. So I'll see if we can look into if we can do some cooking for that. I don't know what Zoe's doing, it looks wild. You know what, guys, let's send you from the hot countries of Denmark to the cold countries of Malta, and I know I said that backwards. Limo's rolling in with love, hell yeah. Thank you, Kitty. Let me see if I can get to my own chat here. See, it would have been nice if these lovely Twitch people would have made it easy to host people from the phone. Or raid, I should say. We can't host anymore, so there's that. Cool, the raid is going. Oh, nice! They actually made it visible on this app. I like this reliable. What do you call it? Not reliable. Real-time chat. A lot better now. It seems to be a lot more functional, so that's cool.